Which one? Sorry? Which one? Babbar Sher would do anything, sir.
आपका जो पसंद है वो सर.
Aha. Please, sir. Yes. Mera Babbar.
Oh.
I've said it.
Once more.
No, you'll have to come to the theatre. But he said it. You have to come to the theatres. Simbu sir, of course, we won't let you go like this, sir. मैं तो बोल रहा था we could just shake a leg here. लेकिन वो नहीं हो सकता तो फिर यही कर लेते सर. एक डायलॉग तो बनता है.
वो बोल सकते हैं कॉपीराइट नहीं है ना. अरे हिंदी
Come here.
Why this problem? It's just a movie, relax. अब से मैं हूँ यहाँ का रंगरा ये शक्तिवेल. Of course, अब से वही हो सर आप जो आपने यहाँ कहा. इस टीम के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए.
Feels like I finally made it.
Wow. After excellence, इतने सारे साल तक इतना कमाल करने के बाद. Ashok sir, I have a question for you. Of course, we talked about your experience of working with the legends here. But what is that one thing of Thug Life that's forever gonna be with you? And where would you see that in your filmography? Abira Dhar ka sawal hai, please.
This is the most special film, and I'm pretty sure this will be the most special film because I am working with all my heroes, all my gurus to be precise. So this is a really special film. This will be the crown of the jewel or something.
Right. Thank you so much. Sir, Mani sir, this one's for you. The trailer of Thug Life feels distinct, almost a departure from your usual tonal palette. Does the shift reflect Kamal Haasan saab's involvement in the screenplay? And how has your creative relationship with him evolved since Nayakan?
Oh, it's been the same. I think he was equally involved in Nayakan. I mean, there are a lot of things in Nayakan which is, from him, from how he's performed and how he's made it alive and things like that. And he continues to do that after all these years.
Right.
He adds so much value to the scene that, it just, you can see it grow in front of your eyes. You can, as a director, you can, take a back seat and watch something happening in front of you.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. Rahman sir, this one's for you. The first track from Thug Life is already making waves. How much of the album's sound is shaped by Mani sir's vision? You have to talk to us about that. And after so many iconic collaborations, what made Thug Life feel like another chapter worth composing for? Shweta from Nuge. How was it? Was the album sound?
So sound, what we do is normally when he tells me the story, I'll send him ideas. I'll collect the best ones, and I feel like whatever is new, I'll send him. And then he'll try to see whether he can fit that idea into the movie. And if it fits, he'll come and tell me number 3, number 7, number 25. Not 25. So he said, I like these tunes.
I'm waiting for 25.
So, and then we will take it to the lyric writer. And the singer was like, most of the movies are like, we don't call a singer, whoever comes.
A great thing to begin with. Then the fight looks good. But what we owe to fellow human beings is nobody should get hurt. And that happened in this film. Nobody got hurt, and we are happy to have finished such a difficult action scene like that. And that was. Otherwise, this film is not all about only that. When you ask about emotions, there's a lot of it in the film.
It's not just action, it's much more than that. Simbu sir, we have a question for you from Jaya, Galata, India. Say, if you had to describe Thug Life through one moment or one dialogue that gave you goosebumps during filming, what would that be, sir? One dialogue or 1 minute when we're shooting.
Which you guys see in the trailer. अब से मैं हूँ यहाँ का रंगरा शक्तिवेल का.
How cutely he said that, right? Of course. बिल्कुल मेरी तरफ से भी आपको उतना ही सारा प्यार. Okay, sir, Shweta from New J, she wants to know Nuge, right? You're known for defying expectations with your bold choices. In Thug Life, what's one surprising aspect of your character, Simbu sir, or the film itself that even caught you off guard while shooting? Was there something that actually caught you off guard while shooting for this?
Most of it, yeah. But I think it's something which I've not played before, and the character has a kind of a pain. So that was very important to maintain in all the scenes. And of course, Mani sir is there. In case if I go somewhere wrong, he'll come and tell me what to do.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely, sir. Trisha ma'am, this one's for you. Hitesh Harisinghani, Rediff Singh. Where are you, sir? You're here somewhere? There he is. Okay. So he wants to know what was the most thrilling or memorable part of working alongside Kamal Haasan sahab and the cast in this movie, Thug Life?
The very fact, this combination, right? Like I have individually worked with them, but to see them together, and even for me, I've grown up watching Nayakan. So I wanted to see how would a Mani sir and a Kamal sir be on set, and how would it be working with them in the same frame. So that itself there was a certain anticipation we all had as actors, just to see like, wow, to see them together after 36 years again.
Right. Thank you so much. Okay, Mani sir, this one's for you. Shiv Dwivedi from Latestly. What drew you to the title Thug Life, and what can the audience truly expect from this film beyond the action and the grandeur?
Like he told me, he drew me to Thug Life title. It was his idea, and it just felt right. We've been searching, and it just felt right. And I told you we are Gen Z, so Thug Life works. And this film is actually a very emotional drama within a world of crime. So action is inbuilt into it, but it also is a very emotional story between several characters.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. Rahman sir, this one's for you. You and Mani Ratnam sir go back a long way to Roja in 1992. Can you reflect on your long-standing creative journey together and how it continues to evolve with this movie, Thug Life, sir?
It's quite the same. We try to discover something to enhance the movie, or to push what we can do cinematically. We're still trying to do that and constantly trying to refine and.
Runa ji from Web Dunia, thank you so much for that question. Okay, now this one's from Anand ji from Hangama. From Sagar and Ek Duje Ke Liye to Hindustani, Hey Ram and Chachi 420. Kamal sir, this one's for you. Your legacy spans generations, even in Hindi-speaking regions, So how does it feel to be celebrated as the original pan-India star long before the term became a trend?
That's not all my doing. Most of it was your doing, and then Mr. K. Balachander. He picked me up and brought me here to work. And made me do work. उतना ही है.
सर अगला वाला सवाल इस वर्तमान से देबा रति जी का एंड उनका सवाल ये है कि with over 6 decades in the industry and a massive body of work, do you still feel the pressure of box office numbers, or has your perspective evolved over time, sir?
See, the box office number is how big is not what we are looking at, but it shouldn't be how small. We have to look at a break even because it is a business. And he's from a business school, and I'm from this business. I grew up with this business. But you can't disrespect business and do business with the business.
Absolutely, absolutely, sir. Sibu sir, this one's for you. Shweta from Nuj. One more time. You're known for defying expectations with your bold choices. In Thug Life, what's one surprising aspect of your character? We did talk about this, right? And now, the next one would be, how was the experience of working with Kamal Haasan sahab, especially?
It was really nostalgic thing, because when I was a young kid, that time my dad used to show me his movies and tell me and that's how I started looking at Kamal sir as a on-screen guru he was. So suddenly one day you're acting next to him, so that was really a great feeling. And there's a lot to learn from Kamal sir. And if I start talking about it, I can talk till tomorrow. Like, so I don't want to like. But acting with your guru itself, like that gives you a great, very special feeling. So thank you, sir, for everything, and thanks to Mani sir as well. Thank you.
You are, a part of this film as an actor, a writer, producer. What was the most exciting part, sir? And how did it all come together?
The most exciting part you didn't mention. Working with him was the most exciting.
Absolutely.
Then automatically all the other things happen.
I am sure, sir. I am sure we'll get to see this on the 5th of June. So we just talked about first impressions, So he told us about Sadma and that particular scene. Your first impression of Mani Ratnam, sir?
First impression is that I know him as a friend living in the same area. We didn't know. I didn't even know that he belonged to a film family. He was a person, and I liked the way he spoke. We became friends, and we had a group of friends. We were talking only cinema, no gossip, and that's where it started. And all of the films you mentioned, we all know about it, including when we were doing Nayakan in Kolaba, and Ramesh Sippy Saab was shooting in Film City. So we had some shots in Film City, so we all went to see the shooting of Mr. Ramesh Sippy. We are ultimately, the qualification that brought us here is that, like you, we are fans, film buffs. That's what brought us here. We'll go to any set to watch everybody work, especially those who we consider as talented. We'd like to watch them work, and that's what we did.
Wow. From cine lovers on the Gen Z, sir. It is super Gen Z. A lot of people, the Gen Zs are connecting with it and talking about it. So was that the idea? Like, you wanted to cater to them?
No, we are Gen Z.
We have to talk about the scale of the production and coming together of all these wonderful people, sir. Talk to us about that, please.
Yeah, I think the scale is designed by the story. Whatever that demands is what you go towards. And it's always a pleasure, and it always makes a director's job easy when you have the correct cast and crew. And I've been lucky to have the best, so it's been fantastic.
Wow. Give it up for Mani, sir, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, there's this thing that I would want you to answer. We remember Kamal sir from a lot of his performances, but for Sadma Mein, he's on that platform, that is something that has been etched in our memories forever and ever, So for you, what was that first impression of Kamal Haasan, sir? Because I know this collaboration is it goes back ages, but what is that one thing that you remember Kamal Haasan, sir, for?
No, strangely, I remember when he was planning Sadma in Tamil, and I think this is a story that I've heard, so that is what etched in my mind, that when he heard the narration and he came back, he enacted that scene in this compound to tell them what the scene was, So that's the kind of person he was, and I was lucky that I could, before I got into it, or just when I was trying to get into it, to be able to interact with him. So I knew, there's somebody who's making a big path for all of us to come in, and that's what he's done.
Seriously, give it up for Kamal Haasan Sahab. And of course,
So I told this when I came back to Mani sir. He said, Kamal sir told Mani this, I'm very excited. Let's do even more.
and of course, वो दिख रहा है म्यूजिक में, इसीलिए यहाँ तालियां सीटियां बज रही हैं whenever we are talking about this song. Give it up for Mr. A.R. Rahman one more time, ladies and gentlemen. And now,
உங்க முன்னாடி பிரசன்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி பிடிச்சதா ட்ரெய்லர் நல்லா இருக்கா? ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கு இந்த ஃப்ரண்ட் ரோல இருக்கிறத விட உங்க கூட உங்கள ஒரு ஆளா இருந்து விசில் போட்டு நல்லா என்ஜாய் பண்ணலாம்.
मतलब मैं तो यही बोलूंगा, और अभी हिंदी में भी थोड़ा बताना पड़ेगा. How was it working with Kamal sir? Of course, एक बहुत कमाल का reunion हुआ, and working with this team. Talk to us about that, please.
ये what a team. This is what a team. इनकी जो कॉम्बिनेशन है, कभी कभार हमें देखने को मिलता है. So after 36 years, Kamal sir and Mani sir are joining, and I think after Tenali, Rahman sir and Kamal sir are joining, right? So that has also been a much awaited combination. So the trio together, the holy trifecta जैसा कुछ, you know. So इस टीम में मैं भी शामिल हूँ. ये मेरे लिए बहुत बहुत ऑनर की बात है. So I'm very happy to be here, very happy to be a part of the team. I will work with them a million times. I will forgo anything and everything in my career to work with them for at least even a day. So
Wow.
that's how
She
big a
said
fan
it.
I am.
Of course, she said it. So
Small chat with them. And I got the opportunity to work with them. So it's a dream come true. And I think at the right point in my career, I could work with them. It kind of changed how I look at cinema. So I'm just grateful.
thank you so much for being here and of course celebrating the trailer with all of us in Amchi, Mumbai. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Ashok sir.
Thank you.
Individually with all of them in different films. So it's a surreal moment, and like Ashok said, it's so lovely not just to film, but to also share this whole journey of traveling together, promoting, spending so much time talking to them. You learn so much about cinema. Every day feels like a school of sorts.
Right. And Mani sir with his trademark smile, you know, how was it working with him? How was he on the sets in this particular project? Because Thug Life, you know.
Mani sir has a trademark smile. This was very different for me because I still remember when I first walked into Mani sir's office and he narrated a little line about the character. He said, I need you to unlearn everything that you did in PS. It's a complete extreme contrast of that kind of a role. So it was very challenging because I was a little, what's the right word, maybe weary about would I suit this character or not. And so we worked a lot on that, and I'm very excited about it.
Sugar Baby is coming out tomorrow. We've seen the posters with you. So talk to us about that if you could, you know.
Oh, that's one of my favorite numbers, and that was actually the last song I shot in the film.
Okay.
So that was, after we finished that song, it was a wrap for me. It's a beautiful song. I can't say too much about it, but I'm loving reading all the speculations about, oh, is this girl, first of all, is she paired opposite Kamal sir? Is she with Simbu? Now suddenly there's money floating around, so everybody's confused.
Right.
But let's just wait for June 5th.
We definitely gonna wait for it. Of course, we'll get to see it. We'll come to that.
Namaste.
Oh, Jai Maharashtra!
Vanakkam.
Abhishek.
First of all, very happy. I've worked with Mani sir before, but not worked with Kamal sir. So I think it was a great opportunity for me. I should thank Mani sir first. Thank you, sir. And with Kamal sir, more than everything while acting in the film, to see Kamal sir and Mani sir, like the way they are working, so that was more interesting. So I was just looking at that and I was just keeping myself, okay, I should also act well, so I should also concentrate on my work. So that's how it was for the first 2 days. So it was a great experience.
So what was that first scene like with Kamal sir? Because of course, you know, sharing screen space with him is a big thing.
It was a little nervous in the beginning, but Kamal sir makes you, comfortable, and as well as Mani sir. Then Mani sir came and told me, don't worry about all that, you just do what you have to do.
Right.
So they kept me, comfortable. So.
And then you got to shake a leg with him, of course, Sania ke saath and Kamal sir ke saath, Jingucha. Talk to us about that also.
Yeah, so it was nice. It was a wedding song, and already the song is a big hit. But when the song came itself, I told Mani sir, the song is going to be a super hit, sir. So Rahman sir's song, whenever sir sends us the song, so sometimes I'll come to know, okay, this is going to be a banger. So that was one of the song, and it was fun. And dancing with Kamal sir, he's done enough, we can't even match him.
Yeah.
So, but I've tried, that's all.
And you are super cool in that song and on
Thank
that
you.
screen. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
being here.